Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Dickey. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It's 3rd and 5. Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Got out of trouble and throws. Complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Got to make the play on 4th. They make the stop, but not before he gets enough to convert on 4th down and roll. Nice, pays off. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Just feeds the running back. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Hits inside. It's Dickey. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. But now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with.
Break. Hey, take it. Opposite. Ready, go.
Gonna run it. It's Hansen. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. He's got the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Beck. Out wide left, it's Hansen. Makes the catch, and he's free. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Driving forward, it's Hansen. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They put the brakes on it. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. The fake wants to throw. Still looking to his right. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Put 6 on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the run, it's Dickey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on 1st. Grabs behind the line. It's Peoples. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Hansen. Gets away from one. He's got space. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Red Raiders. A pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. A run for the quarterback. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Here's some daylight. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Tells to fake. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Carter. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to throw it. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Rush right in his face. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking up.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. They're all over it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Going to throw it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 5 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's the Midshipmen in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack.
Bubba. Chip. Move. Booster. Let him go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Running inside, it's Dickey. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Buying time to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it down the field. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's foul. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Peoples. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period.
Spider over! Spider over! Go, go!
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabs it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just...
Well, guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Left side is Hansen. Could not make his way to the corner. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick give. It's Joyner. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Danzy. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense in press coverage. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He runs out of bounds. Football is secured, and so is the game as the defense comes up large in the clutch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Play action on first down. Got his man downfield. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Makes a man miss, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
So after that false start, now instead of second and short, you've got second and 8. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal. From the gun, it's Hansen. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Booster!
Sets his feet. It's Beck. Under pressure. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 50. At the 30. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string